How are you, Denise?
Everything is going fine. How about you, sir?
Yeah, we are doing great. We are also experiencing the same thing here.
Mm,
Lockdown is also here. We are only allowed to go out before 6. After 6, there is no market. Everything is closed. So yeah,
mm,
I believe the whole world is experiencing the same
yes.
situation. Yeah.
Where in Pakistan are you living? Like what city?
It's Lahore. We are based in Lahore.
Lahore.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend who lives in Lahore also. Like he is there now.
Okay. He's here. He's there in Canada. Is that what?
No,
He's in
my
Lahore.
friend is yeah.
Okay.
He
So.
moved back because I worked in Qatar for 4 years before moving
Hmm.
here. Like I was working with different nationalities for over 4 years.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I have lots of Indian friends, Pakistani friends,
Hmm.
other Pakistani friends that I have is already in China because they got married with other nationalities
Hmm.
also, and
All
then
right.
some went back to your country.
Mm-hmm. All right. So just as you were mentioning that you are looking for a job and because of the lockdown, it's not getting
Yeah.
possible. So what sort of job are you looking for over there?
Over here, because I'm more focused on customer service for over how many years after college. I was working more on customer service, so I'm thinking of working in customer service. But here, it's like when you apply for jobs online, you will not get a response immediately because there's a lot
Hmm.
of competition going
Yeah, true.
on. Like you will be competing with hundreds of people who are looking for jobs with different skills and capabilities and abilities.
Hmm.
So you have to higher up your level. Like you have to work on yourself so you will
Hmm.
stand out.
Not even 100, I believe, thousand and might be millions because
Yeah, I
people
think
all
yeah,
around
that
the
is
world they are
true.
applying. I mean, you give a job post on Facebook and you'll be start receiving CVs. I mean, so many CVs you can't even count the number. I believe like that number is
That
infinite.
is true.
Yeah. So people are looking for job, and this pandemic thing has really destroyed the job system as well. I mean, so many people have got unemployed because of this pandemic.
Yeah, yes, that's true. And like it's also hard because like I'm staying with seniors. Like my I'm living with my aunt and her husband, and like they are more risk on risk for this virus. So I'm scared to work in a setting wherein I'll be exposed to lots of people and then I'll bring the
Hmm.
virus here. Because it's like for me I can handle it, but for them who's older than me,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
scared for them. That is
Yeah.
why I things is getting harder to handle. But if you believe in what you want, if you believe on what you desire or you're passionate about, I think it will be easy for you to handle things.
Hmm. All right. So what are you doing in Canada nowadays? And why did you
Um,
come here?
cur- yes, currently I'm an international student, and first of all, when I think I never knew that I would be able to come here because the process was not easy. Coming to
Hmm.
Canada is not just like a snap that okay, I want
Hmm.
to go to Canada. Okay, I'll go. No, it took
It
me
doesn't work like
years.
that. Hmm.
Yeah, it took me years of thinking, planning. Um, there are a lot of times that I wanted to give up. I was confused. A lot of things going on. But then
Hmm.
I like the thinking of that Canada is a really good country to start
Hmm.
on. Like in the future, because I'm a futuristic person. I
Hmm.
don't think of my goals for long term. Like I for
Hmm.
short term, I mean when I think talk about goals, I want to think of it. What will happen to me after 5 years? What will happen
Hmm.
to me in the future? Because in
That's great.
Qatar, I was working in the airport. It's like I said, I don't want to stay in this country that I won't be a citizen, that I
Hmm.
don't have future in terms of like when I retire, what will
Hmm.
happen to me? So I was thinking that Canada will be really beneficial to me career wise,
Hmm.
and it's like this country will be nice to start off to have a family. I'm single, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking that here maybe I can build my own family. I can meet someone that that will be good for me. So I
Hmm.
think Canada is a nice country.
All right. So, I mean, just as you said, moving to Canada was not an easy task. It was difficult, of course. So, tell me, what is
Yes,
your first language and what was the requirement? I mean, did you go to IELTS? I mean, before coming here?
yes. Okay, first of all, there's two ways of applying for immigration here. Like you can do it yourself,
All
or
right.
you can pay for an immigration company, or
Hmm.
like they will do it for you. You will just need to
Hmm.
pay for them. But since it's expensive, I said I want to do it myself. I did all the
Hmm.
processing by myself. I just submitted the papers and asked from other people through online. So I just
Hmm.
submitted everything by myself. So my first language is Waray.
All
It's a
right.
dialect in the Philippines. We
Hmm.
have different dialects in the Philippines, and I know Bisaya and Tagalog. So it's really different because it's
Hmm.
like if you will speak in English, it's a different language that you have to cope with. And I took
Hmm. Okay.
IELTS academic because it's one of the requirements. And there's a lot of requirements actually.
Hmm.
And good thing I was able to do that within a year.
Hmm.
It took me a year because of the pandemic. So there are a
Hmm.
lot of like they don't respond immediately. I have
So
to
the
move
whole
things.
the whole immigration process took 1 year, or IELTS preparation took 1 year because it was a new
Uh,
language
for
for you
me,
to adopt.
for me, it took 2 years because I was confused. Like at first, I said, "What should I do first?" I said, "I think it's hard, so I'll just need to back
Hmm.
off, and then
Hmm.
I will keep on changing my plans."
Hmm.
What was my issue that time is planning, because I don't know how to start. So for the first year, I was so confused, and the second year, it's like I have this plan already. I know the steps, so it was faster. And the only thing is the review. Like I
Hmm.
did not go to a IELTS review center, so I reviewed myself.
Hmm.
While I was working, was working in the airport for 12 hours a day. So it's
Hmm.
hard. Like I was in work, I was studying IELTS and
Hmm.
doing two things
So
in
you
one.
were you were you were studying IELTS yourself without the help of any trainer, any coach?
Yes, like I studied on through YouTube or
Okay.
Google. I just
Hmm.
searched and I just learned by myself.
That's great. And what's your requirement? I mean, what's the band requirement if you're moving from Philippines to Canada and all?
Okay, so that time I was in Doha, Qatar, and it depends
Hmm.
with the school. Actually, the first step is for you to check what province are you going. So I
Hmm.
know someone here in Winnipeg, so I chose Winnipeg, and then the next step is that I chose the school.
Hmm.
I chose the different school from MITT before, and then eventually I moved in, to this institution because I said this is cheaper and easier, and they required at least band
All
six
right.
in all areas.
Hmm. Okay. And what was your score? I mean, maybe I shouldn't be asking you that.
Okay,
However,
I think that was at least I got 6.5, I guess, or
6.5 is a
seven
good number. It's a
or
good band. I
seven.
mean, if
Yeah,
you prepared yourself,
yeah.
I mean, by your
I,
own, so it's a good.
yeah, I was not able to prepare that much, but because it was really like I need to take the exam in this date, and I only have a month to prepare, or 2 months to
Hmm.
study and prepare while working, so it's really hard, and I got really nervous that time. Good thing
Hmm.
I was able to do it.
All right. So just as you were saying, it took you. I mean, in the beginning, it was really difficult, and after 1 year, it got easier for you. I believe this is how it
Yes.
works. I mean, whenever you
Hmm.
people are not aware of from where exactly do they have to start. Once they
Hmm.
get into that, and after that, things get easier. That is why there is also a quotation. I mean, it's a very general proverb that "well begun" means half done. So you just start, and it means
Yes,
you're
that
half
is
done.
true.
Yeah. Hmm. All right.
Yeah, because it's like
Hmm.
how to start is the biggest issue. Like when you want to do something, the first question is how how to start,
Yeah.
what to do.
True. All right. So you have been into different countries. I mean, you started from Philippines, and
Yes.
after that you went to Qatar, Doha, then
Yeah.
now you're
Yeah.
in Canada. So what? I mean, the
Yes.
whole of the time you were working and you were in the, I believe so, learning as well, studying as well.
Yes.
So what is the basic difference in education system that you found in these three countries?
Okay, so when I was in the Philippines, it was just really like I was just like going to with the flow. I was
All right.
learning and having fun in the same time
Hmm.
because I was
Great.
young. So it's like there's no more pressure thinking of what will be the future for me.
Hmm.
And then when I moved here in Canada, it's like you will need to blend out with different cultures, different people, different beliefs, and you have to think the way they think
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
how they value things. Like when I came here, I said, "Oh my gosh, people are so work oriented. They are so
Hmm.
goal oriented. I have to cope with them. I have to jive with them. I have to fight with them." Because
Hmm.
if you will not believe in yourself, also like if you don't want to learn, nothing will happen to you. Like
Hmm.
in the Philippines, if I don't have a homework, I can just ask my friend, "Oh, what's your homework? Can I help?" Here, no.
Hmm.
You just need to listen. You have to work on it so you can develop yourself.
All right. So, in a developed country, you said people are more goal oriented. What do
Yes,
you think?
that's
What is the
true.
reason? How have they developed this thing, and how developing countries can adopt that?
Okay, what I think is that being goal oriented is starts from within. It starts
Hmm.
with the people. When
Hmm.
you see other people who are also goal oriented, it will inspire you like, "Oh,
Hmm.
I want to be like him. I want to be
Hmm.
like her."
Yeah.
So seeing those people do their thing will make you do the same thing. So
Hmm.
if you are just relaxed, you just want to be the same all the way, it will
Hmm.
not help you grow and reach your goals.
Hmm. All right. And as far as I know, your people from Philippines, I have seen them
Mm,
in Saudi Arabia. I have seen them in
yes.
Pakistan as well. They're really
We are all
hardworking.
over.
Yeah, you guys are all over. But the thing is that you guys are really industrious. I mean, I've seen that. You guys are really hard
Yes,
worker. What do you think? I mean,
yes.
how did you guys develop this thing?
I think because in the Philippines we're just a third world country. We're not really developed yet. We're not as rich as Canada. We're not as rich as USA and other
Hmm.
countries. So we wanted to strive more. We wanted to work on ourselves. We want to improve our life. So we moved to different countries to work, to earn money, to earn more. And
Hmm.
we become industrious maybe because of the way we are raised. Because
Hmm.
if you were not raised well off, you're not that rich in your country, you wanted to be better, you wanted
Hmm.
to improve yourself, because you will have your goals. I want to have
Hmm.
this house, I want to have a car, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse. So you have to develop it by yourself first.
All right, all right. But I have also seen people from your area, they're more into
Mm.
skilled work. I mean, they're more
Yes.
skillful. I mean, they are not doing other sort of like they are not doing something which doesn't require a skill. So they are
Mm.
more into that. So what do you think?
Oh.
How all right, so what I was saying that I have seen people from your country, they are more into the skills. What is
Mm.
more important for you people? Is it the skill or is it the knowledge, awareness about the things?
Okay, for us, I believe your grades in school doesn't count much as
All
what
right.
you are. What
Hmm.
I believe is that you have to be skillful. You have to know how to do things. You have to learn how to do things
Hmm.
to be able be
Hmm.
able to work in
Hmm.
this industry, because you learn things at work. You learn
Hmm.
things by doing it, by trying it. If you don't know something, ask.
Hmm.
Because if you will just study it, you will not really learn. So
Hmm.
people in our country become skillful because of that.
Hmm. So they are learning side by side. They are also working. All right.
Yes.
That's great. That's wonderful. And do let me know one more thing that how exactly it works that you are working on something and you are also passionate about that thing. Because I have
Okay. I'll.
seen that
Mhm.
you people are also more passionate about the work that you guys are doing mostly.
Yes, that is true. Because like becoming passionate of one thing is for you to be excited about it. If
Hmm.
you love doing it, if you take pride in what you do, it becomes you being passionate in what you are
Hmm.
doing. Because if
Hmm.
you're not excited in
Hmm.
doing something, it's like, okay, I will not do that because I don't like it. You won't be passionate. For example, if I don't like to come to Canada, I will not be passionate. I will
Hmm.
not be excited to do things, to accomplish things, so I
Hmm.
will come.
Hmm.
So I believe it's really important to be passionate.
So how do we develop this passion in our own self? I mean, is it by some institution, by government, or do we have to develop it ourselves?
We have to develop it by first setting your goals.
Hmm.
Goals. If
Hmm.
you will have your goals in life, either it's long-term goal, short-term goal, then you will be developing the passion that what you want. You have to discover it first. Okay, what
Hmm.
do I like to do? What do I want to become? So
Hmm.
then you will discover the passion within you. You
Hmm.
will try to do things like I will try to play a guitar. If then I will realize, oh, I'm passionate about this. I'm
Hmm.
passionate with music.
Hmm.
So in that way, you will know that you are passionate about the things that you have discovered. You have to discover
Hmm.
things, then you will be passionate.
Okay, I have one question. I mean, you go out and ask every single person, they would tell you that yes, we do have a goal. Yes, we will achieve
Mm,
that one day. I mean, why
that's
don't they
true.
achieve it then? So what is missing? I mean, it's just like, I mean, if you ask a person who is obese, who is fat, he
Mm,
knows it how to get smarter. But why doesn't he get
yeah,
that?
that's
I mean,
true.
we set the goal, everybody makes a goal, everybody sets the
Yes,
target, but why don't they achieve that? So my question is, setting a goal, if everybody's doing that, of course, that's not enough. So
yes.
what else is missing in the process?
The magic word is perseverance.
Hmm.
That is the one missing, I believe, because
Hmm.
if even though you work hard on things, but if you easily give up, if you
Hmm.
don't push for it, then it won't work. Because for
Hmm.
me, I believe the word perseverance means not giving up, not
Hmm.
quitting on the things that you are doing. Because even though you have goals, you're trying to do this, but then if you easily give up, even on and even when you're just tired, because
Hmm.
it's like when you're tired, when you fall, stand up
Yeah, good.
and walk again. Do
Hmm.
not just cry on the floor, and then do not just stop and then you'll just say, oh, I will not go anymore, I will not do this anymore, I'm tired.
Hmm.
It's okay to be tired, I guess. It's okay to be tired, it's okay to give up for a while. But
Hmm.
then when you realize and your passion again, your goals again, stand up and do it again. Try it again.
Hmm. Just as you said, do not give up, always stand up again. And
Yes.
there are people who set one target and after working
Hmm.
on that, they realize that this is not my destiny. I should change it.
Yes.
And they change it. So, what about that? I mean, they give up, of course, from one objective and they start another one and they get success
Hmm.
into that. So, how do we
Hmm.
realize it that this thing is not for me? And this is the moment when I should give up for this thing and I should set a new goal.
Because you're not happy. The reason why that happens is that you are not happy if of what you are doing. Because if you're not happy with what you're doing, it makes you tired easily. It
Hmm.
makes you give up easily. And because you're not passionate of it, so you will not do it. But if you're happy with what you're doing, you're excited of doing that thing,
Hmm.
you will do it again. Like
Hmm.
you will not give up.
Yeah, even if everybody is telling you that you are getting failed and failed, so still you
Mm,
would have some music in yourself to keep doing that again. Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
So how can we figure out that what is that passion? What is that thing that we really want to do? Do we have to figure it out by some external sources or is it going to be through the internal sources?
I guess it will be more on internal sources.
All
Like
right.
you have to think about what makes you happy. Like you can just realize it within. Because you
Hmm.
will not realize things from other people that like your friends, your family, even though they like to do to let you do something, but it's not what makes you happy, you won't do
Hmm.
it.
Hmm. All right, all right. But still, I mean, there are so many people who are living their life in a way that is
Mm,
being assigned by someone else. I mean, I don't know about your
mm.
country where people
Yeah.
are more
Yeah, that is
dependent in nature
true.
or they are independent, but in our country, I mean, in developing countries most of the time, everybody is living with a dependent mindset. So how do
Yes.
they come out of that?
Yes, that is true. For example, like my sister, like she studied law to
All
be
right.
a lawyer, and then
Hmm.
she's just waiting for the bar exam. At first, she did not want to be a lawyer because that's not really what she wanted. Like that is the decision of my dad. So
Hmm.
what she studied is that the desire of my dad that my dad did not do. So, but while doing the process, even though at first she did not like to do it, she learned to love it.
Hmm.
She was dependent of the decision of my dad, because in that she was still young when she studied law. And
Hmm.
then, well, on the process, she learned how to love
Hmm.
what my dad decided for her to study
Hmm.
on.
Hmm.
And now, like, she's just waiting for the bar exam to be a lawyer,
Hmm.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully she would be. Best wishes are with her. And thirdly, also tell me, who is really your sport in this thing to develop the passion in yourself? Is it the teacher, parents, or friends, or might be relatives? Who are those people who usually support you?
Okay. The well, it's like the number one supporter in this, like, in these goals that I have or in my life, is my family, my
Hmm.
parents. Like,
Hmm.
I wanted always to make them proud with what I do. I'm
Hmm.
always thinking, I hope I will finish this. I hope I will do this. I hope I will be accepted on this. So
Hmm.
I will make them proud of me, because, like, they're the first ones who supported me from day one,
Hmm.
when
Hmm.
since I
Hmm.
was still a kid until now. They were still there until now to support me whenever I think I can't. They
Hmm.
will tell me, you can, you
Hmm.
can. So then
Wonderful.
I don't give up.
So even if you are saying you can't and they're saying you can and you are failing again and again, let's
Mm,
suppose if you fail, do they
yes.
support you or do they discourage you into that thing?
They will tell me, try it again. When you
Hmm.
fail, try it
Hmm.
again, because failure won't define you.
Hmm.
Failure will make you grow, learn, and develop. Because
Hmm.
in failing, it's like teaching you to realize the things you missed, the things
Hmm.
that you did not do, why you failed. It's
Hmm.
like when I fail on a test or in a homework, it's like on the other day I will think, what did I do wrong? Which part did I fail?
Hmm.
Did I manage my time well? Did I study well before the test? So by failing, you will learn.
Hmm. It's easy to fail, it's easy to manage your failure while you are
Mm,
studying. But life is
that is
different.
true.
Life is
Yes,
different. How about the
yes.
failure that people are facing in life?
That is true. Like, everyone is facing failure. I have faced lots of failure in my life, like wrong decisions.
Hmm.
Like, failure is also like deciding things that did not turn out the way you thought about, or the way you're supposed to have it done. So to handle it, it's like in life, when I fail, sometimes when I decide on doing things, like, I thought this thing will be beneficial to me, then I fail. I applied lots of jobs, and then they don't accept me. Like,
Hmm.
sometimes I get frustrated. I feel like, what's wrong with me?
Hmm.
But then I always think that God has plans.
Hmm.
Like, God has its own way to tell us what are the best for us, what is the best for us.
Hmm. That's great.
So we just need to trust with God's plan,
Hmm.
because sometimes we plan ourselves, but sometimes He have better plans than us.
Hmm. But still, I mean, it requires your stress management skill because you
Yes,
have
that's
to
true.
deal your pressure, you have to deal with your stress. And secondly, it also requires your decision making skills. So,
Yes, that's
what
true.
do you think? How can a person develop this thing that he is getting failed, he's getting rejected, and he should
Mm.
control his emotion, he should not get stressed and all? How can a person develop that thing?
Actually, that word is really handling stress is really hard.
Hmm.
Like, stress is all over. We will see, and we will face stress all over, from
Hmm.
work, home, personal issues, and everything.
Hmm.
How to handle it is really hard in a way, because it starts within.
Hmm.
But to handle stress is to accept to accept things.
Hmm.
When you know how when you know how to accept the situation,
Hmm.
then you will be able to accept failure.
Hmm.
And acceptance is the key always. And tapping yourself, if you, if you're stressed on something, rest. It's okay to rest
Hmm.
because by resting, you will have the energy to stand up again and fight for another day to succeed.
Hmm. That's great. So just as you said that you always plan and see the long term or the bigger picture,
Yes.
tell me, where do you see yourself after 5 years and 10 years?
Okay, that is really nice because it's like planning or imagining myself is like think makes me happy. It makes me happy.
Hmm.
Oh, so I see myself 5 years from now having my own business. I'm
Hmm.
studying business, and it's like if you will just be an employee forever, you will not succeed. You will not be
Hmm.
great on something. I it's
Hmm.
my critical thinking. Like I want to own my own business
Hmm.
at
That's great.
least, and then it's like about childcare or something, a daycare that
Hmm.
will really have a good benefits. Like it will, because here like children, you can just leave your children there and you will be paid a lot for
Hmm.
that. And then also I want to have my own family. I'm 27 now, so it's like that time I wanted to have my husband and own family and be in Canada or somewhere else.
Hmm. That's great. That's great. It's a good vision, by the way.
Yes.
But the best part is that you have decided that you are going to start your own business, because I have seen people spending the whole of life for one job or might be for one skill
Mm,
only, and without starting their own business and spending the whole
yes,
life depending on their employer, which is not good.
that's
It's
true.
a very common mindset. Like, I mean, that is the reason. I mean, you will see less businessman and more employees.
That is true.
Even in one organization, you will find there is one employer and 500 employees, or might be 1,000 employees. So we have to be on the minority side in that case if we want
Yes,
to grow, if we want to develop. Well, Denise,
that's
I
true.
really wish best of luck for your plans after 5 year, 10 year. You might
Yes,
achieve that,
thank you
and you
so
might
much.
achieve your 5 year plans in 2 to 3 years. You might be.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, our best wishes are with you. So thank you so very much for your time. It was really a pleasure listening to you and your definition of passion, perseverance.
Yeah,
So
my
it was really.
pleasure, Farhan.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. And it's also nice talking. If I have another chance to talk about something, I'm
Hmm.
just free.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. I mean, I would love to have number of interviews with you, or might be at least we can plan at least one more. So yeah, we'll
Okay,
plan
great. Thanks.
soon.
So, what are you teaching there? Like, what are you focused on? Sorry to ask.
Initially, I was teaching communication. I was teaching
Hmm,
IELTS, and I'm a sales
that is
trainer. I'm a
nice.
marketing trainer. I'm myself a business consultant. So,
That is
and I
nice.
am doing business. I started teaching back in 2007. From 2007 till 2015, I was into the teaching profession. In 2015, I joined a
Wow.
bank. I joined a bank.
Hmm.
That was the worst experience of my life.
Oh.
After 1 year, I realized I'm not made for the bank. I have to jump back to the
Hmm.
teaching side and to the business side.
Yeah.
So I came back to the teaching, and 2017 I started my own institution. So you can consider that's more
Wow,
like a
that is so
business.
great.
Yeah, this
Like,
is.
I think I can learn more from you because it's like you have been to different fields and you have
Yeah.
learned from different perspective of jobs.
Hmm. Always welcome, always welcome. So, from 2017, I am into the business now. So I'm not more into the teaching. I'm more into the business. It's an educational institution. I have to interact with more people who are educated, who have some vision, who have some exposure. So I usually interact with
Hmm.
those people. But that is also for the business purpose. I mean, we do it mostly like once a week or twice a week, most oftenly.
And it's nice because you can teach in the same time. I
Yeah.
also finished Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication in college.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
yes,
That's
and
wonderful.
now I'm studying business.
No, no, no. It's really good. And what do you see? I mean, how do you see it? The business that you are studying over there, what is the practical implementation of that? What you
For
are
the
studying?
business here.
Hmm.
Like in Winnipeg, like for the business, you have to see which business is on click, like which
Hmm.
one is best or mostly patronized that you can
Hmm.
earn money. Because here it's like when you see things, people are really busy and working. So I think daycare center or childhood care, it's really nice because like parents can just leave their kids and then they will pay you each month, and
Hmm.
it's really helpful in the future.
That's great. So, just as you were
Like
saying, so I mean, how did you learn English then? Was it from the communication
English, it's
class?
like No, when I grew up, it's like in the Philippines we're also speaking in English, and my grandmother is an English teacher,
All right.
and so it was just really easy for me because it's like every day we're
Hmm.
using it in
Hmm.
school and until now. And
Yeah.
then I'm also talking to other nationalities,
Hmm.
like
For instance.
I, yeah, like I did one Philip boyfriend, and the others were all from different nationalities. So
Hmm.
it's like English was really the focus of communication for
Hmm.
me. And
Yeah.
you also
True.
have a good English. Like you speak in English well. Thank you.
Well, thank you so very much for that. I try to. Yeah.
It's like we watch when we watch something on TV or on film.
Hmm.
It's like it's nice to watch in English.
Thank you so very much. All right, Denise, thank you so very much for your time. It was really lovely listening to you.
My
See you soon.
pleasure, Farhan. Thank you, and see you soon.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Likewise. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.